Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Human Development Zone, brought to you by the Education Support Forum. Today, we're broadcasting from the African Youth Development Summit that is being held in Johannesburg, South Africa. And it's a pleasure that today I have the opportunity to interview a mover and shaker by the name of Candice Modiselle. How are you doing, Candice?
I'm so pleased that you regard me as a mover and a shaker. So I'm very grateful. But I'm lovely. How are you?
No, I'm really grateful to be sitting next to you right now. So it's really a pleasure. So tell me, you are here at the Youth Summit. What brings you here today?
So I'm at the African Youth Development Summit because anyone that knows me and everyone knows how I align my work and how I've aligned my purpose, it's definitely with the intentions and the desire to change and impact the lives of young people. I know what it was like to be young. I mean, I'm still quite young right now, but the sheer pressure that comes with being young and the desire to be successful without the knowledge to do so. I want to be that person that acts as a vessel that helps young people really be able to demarcate their journey, because I've got knowledge that they don't have, and it's only fair that I start sharing that. And in spaces like this, I can also gain and attain knowledge from other people in shared spaces so that I can go back and share it with people in my community.
Wow, that's amazing. So, I mean, you are in the public domain, and everyone is interested in what you're wearing, what you're eating, and people want to know because you inspire them. So, how much responsibility do you have? I mean, whenever you are out there doing stuff, are you self-conscious to say, people are looking at me?
I'm extremely self-conscious in how I brand myself, because I understand that I am a living example. There's a young girl, there's a young gentleman, there's a young person, there's some people that are older than me that look to me for a sense of direction, either in the things that I say. That's why I'm very cognizant and very conscious of the things that I say to people, things that I say about people, things that I say about my journey. And I mean, and it's also not so much about the things that I say, but how I live my life, because people don't often look at examples of what is being spoken, but how they literally play out their lives. So I'm 150% cognizant, 150% careful and aware of my space.
Wow. So, I mean, you guys are so influential. You actually determine how people are going to act, the behavior of people, even fashion, everything, right? I don't know if you're aware of this power. And how can you use this power to actually develop the world?
If I'm being completely honest, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and he was like, do you know how impactful you are? And I said, no, I know how impactful God is and how he uses me as a vessel to create that impact. I don't make it personal. I don't take my impact and say, I'm important, I'm a celebrity, I'm VIP or anything like that. I'm aware that I am being used. And in every space that I occupy, I make sure that I surrender myself to that space so that there's someone that's going to be listening to me. I mean, I'm a firm believer that leave people better than when you first initially found them. I'm hoping from this conversation that you feel a little bit better, even if it's just a smile that I create, even if it's just a slight sense of knowledge that you've been able to inspire in yourself, or a changed paradigm shift, things like that. That's what I do. So much of me is being like, oh, I know I'm cool. I know I'm a celebrity. I don't even call myself a celebrity. When people call me that, I'm like, even when you Googled me and Candice Modiselle was the first to pop up, I'm like, that's cool. When people ask me for pictures, I still get surprised. And I've been in entertainment I've been acting since I was 10. But as far as being in the industry, it's been 2 long years of really setting the mark for myself. But I'm very aware that people know who I am and they know my work. But I don't make that more important than the value and the value proposition and the impact that I offer.
Wow. Ish, you're such an inspiration. In your next life, please try and be a preacher, eh? I'm telling you, I'll join your church just like that.
I'm still young. It's very possible that it can happen either way. I mean, someone said to me many years ago, they were prophesying on my life, and they're like, you're going to become a preacher. And I'm like, imagine me, my loud mouth, saying to people, pray! I don't see it happening, but I minister through my work. It's not in the archetypal, ordinary form of going to church, but if I can minister through my Instagram, man, that's great. And I try to do that.
Yeah. So you know what? I always say that out there, There's so many Beyoncés, there's so many Candices out there, but people don't have the confidence, the courage to actually go out there and follow their dream, or if they try and do it, they give up after about 2 years or whatever if things don't work out. What inspired you to start acting, right? The theater and everything, and also what has sustained you to be able to be where you are right now? Because many have fallen along the way.
True. I think one of the biggest issues is that people don't know their why. Know your why. Understand your why. Because when you understand your why, when the why nots come about, when the failures and the misfortunes present themselves, you'll always be grounded in the purpose and the intentions in why you started. And that's why people, it's easy for them to give up. In my first year of auditioning, heard 18 no's. 18 times is a lot of times to hear no when you're 18, trying to really set a name for yourself. But for me, I really understood my purpose. I knew that, you know, my love is relentless for what I do. From the acting spectrum, presenting, radio, speaking to young people, inspiring young people. I'm literally at a place where I'm like, no, my eating is on Ghana. No matter what, I'm going to make it happen. So that's, for me, was how I understood it. Also because I'm not trying to emulate anyone. I understand that this is my journey, this is my story. I'm the lead actress, and no one else can be cast better than I can. So if I don't show up for the job won't be done. And someone needs to do it. If not now, then when? If not who? If not me, then who?
Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, you've achieved so much as a young lady. What's your moonshot? Like, as in, what's that thing, that big vision that you have for yourself?
The ultimate vision, oh my word, I don't think I have it. And you know what? It might be a cop-out, but I think the vision that I have for myself is way too small, because what God has for me is way too big. It really is. Like some people, if you plan your life, you're gonna plan a house, a townhouse. If God plans your life, He's planning an estate. So I give Him all of the planning rights. He can write my script. He can do it, because if I say, oh, my ultimate dream is to win an Oscar. What? That's small fries. That's small. Or my ultimate dream is to fill up a stadium and have people arrive and listen to me speak. That's small fries. I can do so much bigger.
Okay, so if your life was a headline in a newspaper, one line, how would you describe Candice?
If my life was a headline, how would I describe Candice? Why not?
Why not? Wow. Okay.
Why not? People are often asking why. Why did you go to the school? Why did you do this? Why did you go into acting? Why not? Give me the reasons why I shouldn't, and I'll tell you why I did it.
Wow. This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm so fired up right now. This is the best interview I've ever had in my life. And Candice Modiselle is a teacher, a lecturer, a pastor, an MBA, everything. I mean, this is so amazing. You've got too much wisdom for your age, eh?
Speak life. Speak life. Thank you so much.
So thank you very much for giving me this time to talk to you. So we're going to, I mean, this podcast is going to be available on iTunes, on Spotify, on Spreaker, on so many platforms, more than 50 platforms. So thank you very much. Any last words?
You're amazing. I normally feed off the energy that I get, so you gave me so much room to be great, because you definitely are.
I was feeding off your energy. Thank you.